Hi, I'm Randall, and welcome to part 4 of building Goose's motorcycle from Mad Max. On this episode, we're going to talk about what makes Goose's motorcycle stand apart from a regular motorcycle. That's the body kit. I'm going to give you the rundown on everything I know about the body kit and where you can get your own, whether you live in the US or Australia. So let's just go ahead and get right into this episode now.
The code for extraordinary progress. Ascended.
So obviously the main reason why Goose's bike stands out from a normal KZ1000 is the body kit. It's a fiberglass cafe racer body kit consisting of the front fairing, both upper and lower, and a custom seat and tailpiece. Now, according to the book Miller and Max, George Miller was looking for futuristic bikes, and he was put in touch with a French salesman named Bertrand Cadar, who at the time was a radio presenter for a French-Australian program. Now, Cadar and his business partner Jack Berger also had a small company making fiberglass fairings for motorcycles called La Parisienne Engineering. Miller actually met with Cadar at Cadar's house, and over a spaghetti dinner, Miller explained his idea of the movie and what he wanted in terms of the motorcycles. Cadar showed Miller a collection of his trippy fairings after dinner and must have impressed Miller enough that he left him a copy of the script with Cadar, and he gave him an idea of what he was looking for. Apparently the work had dried up for La Parisienne Engineering, so Cadar and Berger decided why not give it a go and agreed to make custom fairings for Miller's little movie. Berger is quoted as saying he knew it would be silly, not to mention expensive, to come up with a spaceship looking thing, and he wanted to make something that appealed to motorcyclists, something that looked cool and mean and a little bit different, but something motorcyclists could associate with. I would say that he succeeded. So here's a fun fact. Cadar ended up playing a biker in Toe Cutter's gang in the movie. His name was Clunk. Now, as you may know, Byron Kennedy, Miller's friend and producer of Mad Max, convinced Kawasaki Motorcycles to loan them 10 brand new KZ1000s, and the bikes were transported to Berger's home and began the work of making the fairings. Now, not all of the bikes used in the movie had the body kit. In fact, not all of the bikes in the movies were even Kawasaki's, but a few of the bikes in the movie, including Bubba's and Nettie's, Toe Cutter's, and of course Goose's bike, got the custom fairings. Another fun fact is the actors in Toe Cutter's gang were really into method acting, and they convinced Miller to let them ride the bikes from Sydney to Melbourne as if they were a real biker gang. Now, for the paint color of Goose's bike, you can see it's painted a deep silver for most of the bike, with a fade to dark blue on the side covers, tailpiece, and bottom fairing. The windscreen has a large black MFP decal across it, and the sides of the upper fairing have a bronze Maintain Right badge and a custom Jim Goose decal on it. The Kawasaki badge on the tank has been replaced with a blue Quokka decal too. The side covers in Australia are a little different than the side covers on the 1000s in the US. Here they have a KZ1000 badge on them, but you can see on Goose's bike it's just a Z1000 with a dark blue K above it. Now the tailpiece has a large black MFP decal on it as well. And besides the normal amber turn signals in the front, there are round blue lights, and these are really hard to find. I don't have a good source here in the US, so I'll update those in an upcoming video. So let's talk about how to get your hands on your very own body kit. In Australia, you can get yours from Avenue 748 Fairings. And from what I'm hearing, they're nicely built, and I'll link their website in the description down below. In the US, the only place left to get yours is madmaxcars.com. AirTech Streamlining out of California had a really nice set, but they recently went out of business, so you can only get a complete set from Mad Max Cars. Now, the nice part about getting the kit from Mad Max Cars is that not only does it come with the body kit, including the upper, lower front fairing, the seat and the tailpiece, but it also comes with a seat pan, windshield, and all the decals that you'll need for your Goose bike. So that makes it nice, one-stop shopping. Now, as soon as mine comes in, I'll do a product review in a future video with detailed documentation of the build itself. Now, since it's a custom build, you're gonna have to fabricate your own fairing mounts, so I'll make sure to include detailed video of that as well. Now, another thing I want to touch on is the condition of a 45-year-old bike. Obviously, a bike this old is going to need some work every now and then, and not just maintenance. I was riding my bike recently to work, and when I got ready to leave for the day, it wouldn't start. No lights came on, nothing. I must have wiggled the right wires just enough to get it started. But when I got home, I discovered that there was a rat's nest of wires behind the headlight, and it was in really bad shape. Someone had done some homemade fixing on the wires, and with the absence of the original rubber plug on the headlight, water had gotten in and corroded all of the connections. After I cleaned those up, it started right up, and in fact, my lights on the bike were really bright afterwards. During that troubleshooting, I discovered more corroded connectors. This made me realize I'm gonna have to do a complete and total restoration on the bike. There's no point in spending all this time and money making a bike look good if it leaves you stranded on the side of the road. So what I'll do is fab up the fairings when they come in and then tear the bike down to the frame, powder coat what pieces need to be powder coated, and I'll redo some of the old connections and clean up the engine as well. I want to put the correct covers on and strip the paint off the jugs. So what I've decided to do is start another channel where I'll show you how to fix up your old Kawasaki or really any old bike. And I'll link that other channel when I get it set up as well. Well, I think this is a good point to wrap up this video. I want to thank everyone who has helped me get this far in the build and everyone that has supported me on the Facebook groups. You guys rock. I've been getting some goodies from Australia that I'm excited to showcase in my next video, so stay tuned for that. And the next time, be safe out there. See you soon. Thanks.